Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dee Dee. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. For this video, I headed to Dollar Tree to get some supplies to make a pillow. That's right, I am making 2 throw pillows from items that I picked up from my local Dollar Tree. If you haven't tried this yet, I highly suggest it. Super easy craft, super affordable. And I'm also going to be making some Pottery Barn inspired decor vases. Most of those are upcycled items that I had from around my home, but I did get one vase from the Dollar Tree. So let's get started. For the pillows, I just purchased 4 mats. They didn't have any seasonal mats that I would have liked, but I did get these because these go with the color scheme in my home. So I purchased 4, and what I do is I cut the tags off of all of them. I line them up and I glue them on 3 out of the 4 sides. Then I used some old pillows that I had on my couch and I ripped that open and tore the stuffing out. And I went ahead and did this because it was just easier for me to recycle than it was to buy new stuffing. Like I said, I'm moving pretty soon, so I just wanted something for the time being. To make sure that the stuffing gets all the way in the corner, you can use a wooden spoon like I did, or you can use a ruler, or just shove your hand in there. Once you have the stuffing all the way in, glue it up, and you're done. Super easy, super quick. This is the craft that I was saying was inspired by Pottery Barn, and I'll show you what I was looking at. So this is what I saw, and I was like, wow, I can recreate this. So I had an old tray that I just thought needed a facelift rather than me trashing it. So I paint that with some Waverly chalk paint and white. I used 2 coats, and then I taped that off, and then I paint it again in the mineral color around the sides. If you don't have any painter's tape on hand, you could pick some up from the Dollar Tree, or you could just use a piece of paper or something and just hold it in place. You want to try to have your lines as sharp as possible. It was just easier for me to just use tape, but I've also done quick edging where I have put a piece of paper down. To speed up the drying time in between coats of paint, I use a blow dryer, so I highly recommend that unless you have the time to wait. Once I got the mineral on, I brushed the edges with a slightly darker color of the chalk paint, and then I went ahead and put my sticker on as well. The sticker is just one of those rub-on decals. I purchased it at Dollar Tree as well. So I figured out my placement of where I want it to go, leave some space for the flowers that I'm going to hot glue down, and move on to the next craft. For the cracked vase, I went ahead and put on some spackle that I purchased at Dollar Tree. I rub it all on the glass. I give it 2 coats and allow it to completely dry. Once it's dry, I didn't film it, but what I did was rub it in Elmer's glue, just regular school glue, let that dry, and then I painted it with a coat of Waverly chalk paint and white. That was the color that I chose. And then I dry brushed it with the mineral chalk paint, and I also took that mineral on the bottom and I just rub it around there. And you see those fine little cracks? I want that to be in the glass. I know that is there. That's just the look that I was going for. I like the texture. I like how it feels. I love it. For this vase, it was a simple vase. Beforehand, it was hot pink, and that just was not going to work for my decor. So I painted it with some chalk paint, and it's paint. It goes by your taste. You're an artist. Make it look however you want it to look. This vase was given to me when I got some flowers from my best friends. They sent it to me to wish me well from recovering from knee surgery. So this huge jar that you see here is a pickle jar. Not sure why we purchased such a huge jar of pickles, but nonetheless, we got it, it's done, and now I'm going to upcycle it. So I tape off the top and the bottom on the lines that were already etched into the glass, and I paint them in the mineral paint as well. I don't want any harsh lines. The other two vases are kind of organic, and like I said, I want to leave them in a set, but I needed those defining colors to be there. I also dry brushed it in a darker brown, and then that center part that's open, I went ahead and painted white. And I start in the middle with the paint, and I just kind of just let it fan out to the mineral color and just be dry brushed on there. It's not necessarily harsh lines anymore because it's sort of blended. And then I took that same dark color, after I did 2 coats of white, I took that same dark paint and I went ahead and just dry brushed on there, and that really gave me the look that I was going for. And then I put it all together, and this is what you get. So no, it's not exactly the same as the Pottery Barn picture that I showed you earlier, but it works for me and I love it. I was inspired by something and I turned around and made it my own, and I hope that you can do the same. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.